This is an orthokeratology case where the patient's a slightly higher myope and is getting flare and glare at nighttime. And this is the original lens, and we've proposed a second lens for the patient. With a -6, it's going to be tough, especially with an adult, to not get any glare. With ortho-K, the more myopia you correct, the smaller the treatment zone becomes, and the different strategies we can employ to get a slightly larger treatment zone will probably help, but I'm not sure if it'll remove the symptoms altogether. That said, I think your second design looks pretty good. I see that we've got about plus zero point 0.2 shape factor added in, and that does push the curve back closer to the pupil as measured through the topographer. Um, and the demand overall is about a half diopter greater than before. We don't want to compare powers because we now have an aspheric lens, and averaged powers or even base curves will not be an accurate way to determine how much correction we're getting. So we're a half diopter more. The only thing I noticed is that your powers are, for example, -123 here, but in the vertical meridian we're about -90. So we can probably go through and make this a little bit more uniform. And so in 25% mode, because we are in free form, we're going to have to do this in 8 meridians. And so we'll start here, 123. That's a little bit closer. And while we're doing this, you'll notice that in certain positions, we get a funny straightening to the tear, the graph representing the tear layer. So we want to avoid those. And so probably that one. Now that I'm doing this, I realize I probably should not have used that initial meridian as the benchmark because none of them are close. So we're almost done here. Okay, so we're pretty uniform. But you'll see also now that our demand is different from what we wanted originally. We wanted 9.28, I think. So in 100% mode, I'm going to increase our demand. Okay, so now again we're about a half diopter more than previous. -105 is our new power, and if we look through the different meridians, that does look a little bit more uniform. So that should help to smooth out the optics a little bit centrally. Oops, I see a funny thing there, so we've got to get rid of that. Okay. Let's see if we can go the other way. Yeah, I like that better. And we've got a little bit there. Especially with the freeform lens, a lot of this is going to be a little bit tedious, trial and error, figuring out where we get a pretty even tear film throughout the lens. So that's the only minor change I would make to the lenses that should push the optic zone back towards the edge of the pupil a little bit more and hopefully get your patient a little bit more comfortable at nighttime. So I think you're definitely on the right track. I'd say go for it and hopefully works well for your patient. Thanks for watching.